Okay, before the actual wiring begin, let me show you the simple things we will be using: a lighter and a cutter pliers. And I recommend, instead of just pulling this, the wire, sometimes the wire portion also comes out with this. Okay, so instead I just heat it with a lighter and then gently pull it. Okay, that's a nice way to remove the rubber. Okay, and then when we want to make a nice connection, this is called the solder sleeve or whatever. I will show the link. Put one wire here, other wire here, and heat it up. Okay, heat the red thing first, because that way this filament won't be crossing the borders. Okay, so that thing, and that is a tap a circuit if you want to wire for the gauges, or if you take any connection from your fuse box. So that's very handy. I will also put the link in it. And if you want to make some grounds, okay, the engine ground, this is simple self-explanatory. Okay, so just put a wire here, crimp it, and you will make a nice ground. Okay, then to secure it, these are some heat shrink tubes. Okay, these are also very dirt cheap, and these go just above these. Okay, so after you have this is to further insulate them. Okay, so heat it up, and this will be a fireproof connection. Then a voltmeter, of course, and voltmeter should have that buzzer connection, this speaker, so that on continuity test, instead you will be all the time looking on the screen, so just you will hear for the sound. Okay, so that's very easy, because sometimes your head is down and you are checking the wire continuity and you are alone. Okay, nobody to tell, otherwise this reading will show 0.01 on the when continuity happened. Okay, 0 or 001. Okay, this is the wire is continuous, it's the same wire. Okay, so this will speak. Okay, so that's very important. And of course you should order some these crocodile type clamps, and a needle is a must, because sometimes this is very important, so that you can check the inside, because sometimes the big ends which come with this don't go inside these. Okay, so that's simple. And then to pin or de-pin, because we will be doing a lot of changing the position of wires, especially in the A grip, putting number 1 wire here, other wire here. So to unpin or de-pin them, this is a very cheap device, only 10 bucks. Okay, I will put the link. It has all the possible, okay, connection. So just I will tell you how to do it, how to unlock it, and then just put the key here, the suitable one. Okay, for example, this is a suitable one. Just put it under the key and pull the wire from here. So that I'll be explaining in diagram. And if you don't want to buy this, then you can take a simple flat screwdriver and use a filer to file it down. Look at this is I made with my hand. Okay, so this should be rigid. Okay, sometimes these are slightly flexible. Okay, look at that, these are slightly flexible, but this one is rigid. Sometimes these work. Okay, so and to test the connection, this is nice one. Okay, just put it here and it will be showing the light. Okay, so that is also needed to check the voltage. Okay, let's start. The main thing here will be wiring the charge harness, and that includes this alternator and this starter. Okay, and the main wires, the thick wires, are this white wire which connects to this screw, and this will be bolt on the wiring you order. This is a charge harness which I already have connected to the car, so yours will have this grip and these grips. Okay, this one. So the other thick wire is this one. Okay, its color is black. Okay, this rubber covering over here. So these both wires are going through this terminal and into this. Okay, let me remove it. Okay, this is the CRZ or Honda Fit terminal, and we have fuses integrated into our this terminal. Okay, this is your horn and hazard, this is your electronic power steering, this is 20 ampere, this is 70 ampere, this is hazard horn wire, and this is electronic power steering wire coming over here. This is the main wiring, which is positive wire, which is going inside the cabin, because we have fuses inside under the steering wheel. Okay, so that's because this is not fused. And then this is the wire which will come from your alternator. Okay, from this terminal to this terminal. Okay, so this is its fuse, the 90 ampere fuse. So this fuse is connecting these two, the battery positive terminal and this alternator. So that wire will come here. Okay, and that wire, white wire, which was on this terminal, that will come over to this positive terminal. Now you can make your own wires. Okay, you can make a thick long wire, but the crimp quality is not good, the terminal quality of the aftermarket is not good. So that's why I decided to modify Honda's own terminals, because the Civic Si, which this terminal, let me extract this out, this terminal was at this was the terminal, the rounded terminal. Okay, so what I did was I just cut that terminal, that rounded terminal, and made a hole through it and then bend it 90 degree. Okay, so that's a nice terminal, and look at that, that's the original Honda terminal. So the other wire which you can see is cutted here, because that wire, that was of black color. Okay, this was white color, that one is black color, that was going into the Civic Si fuse box. So Civic Si or 8th Gen Civic, of which we will order the wiring, all those have their fuse box over here. So the wire, this white wire and the other black wire of this one, okay, which I connected to this terminal, these were going to that side. So you will remove that plastic covering, extract both wires from here. This is that terminal, and this wire, the other end is going toward this fuse box. Okay, these are these two screws which hold these wires. So when you receive this harness, this will look like this. Okay, so this will be like that. You need to remove this whole plastic and remove those ends. Okay, then after you extract those ends, this will look like, okay, try to understand it. This was that Civic terminal, the rounded one. I modified it. So there are two wires, one is white and one is black wire attached to it. Okay, I cut that black wire, that wire and this black wire, this one, they both come in here into this Civic fuse box. This is one wire, and then through the fuse, this is the origin of the other wire, and then that comes wire comes to this white terminal. So now because we have fuse right here in the battery terminal, this one, so we don't need that extra wire. Okay, that I just cut, this wire we don't need, this one. So that's one wire will sufficient. Okay, and just this is the other portion of that, and this was just like L shape. Okay, I cut it and make it just a simple round terminal, and then bend it, that will go over to my, okay, this first one, 1 2 3 4. So this will go into our this first terminal. This is its fuse, 90 ampere alternator. So that is that black wire. Okay, again to repeat, this is unfused. Okay, this white wire, the starter wire, this will be unfused, going directly to your battery positive terminal. Now it is your choice what you want to do. This is the original CRV or the fit I cut it. Okay, because I could have made a connection from this to that wire, but that would have involved a joint over here, and in these thick wire joints are not good. So that's why I just cutted my original Honda CRV or fit one, and this is the Civic Si one, the rounded terminal. I made it like this, and that will attach to my this terminal. This was the my original CRV round terminal, this one, but because I am using this type of battery which needs a screw type connection, so that's why I just opened that terminal up. This is one end, and this is the other end in which I have put a screw, but you can see still that rounded nose here. Okay, this is very easy to do. Just open this bolt and pry them open. Okay, so if you are using this type of battery, if you are using a rounded terminal conventional battery, then you don't need to pry open these up. Okay, so this will cover up these two wires. And about this little wire, okay, this one, this one, this will the end will not look like this. Okay, the end will look like this. Okay, so what I did was, because still I wanted to use the Honda original terminal, that's why I extracted, I just remove this small plastic with a screwdriver. It's very easy to remove. Just extract it out. There is a tab inside holding the wire, and just lift the tab and the wire will come out from behind. So this was the terminal which came out from it, but still this was slightly broader. Okay, this was broad and this was small. So what I did was, with a screwdriver I just slightly opened it up, so now it bolts on fine. Okay, you can see now it fits just fine. So that's if you want to use the original Honda one. And this rubber was not behind it. Okay, the this is the K24A2. This starter had a round shaped terminal, and the Civic terminal, you can see that is almost square shape. So if you are using a K20, no need to modify it. But on K24, this rubber removed it from original wiring which came with this engine. Okay, so I just removed the rubber, swap the rubber over, and just open this terminal. So that will cover this one. So what this wire is going? This wire is small wire is again going with these two wires. This one and that wire one. All these three wires are going in this pipe. Okay. So but problem is that wire just finished over here. Okay. This terminal, this was here. You see the joint over here? That joint. So this terminal was over here. And let me show you the cross section of this wire on this spare engine. Okay. So this is that one wire, rubber wire is coming from here, and other one is coming from alternator. This one, both of them are going in this plastic, and look at that. This is the cross section. This is the black wire which is from this one alternator, and this is white wire from the starter. And this is the small wire which terminal we modified with screwdriver. Okay. So this wire was just ending over here, but we want to extend its length. So I attach another wire here, and that wire is going over here and into this one. Okay, so this terminal I bought it from a junkyard, but you don't want to need, you can use any of the male female connections. Okay, this can be male, this can be female, or you can use such type of male female connection. Okay, so it's your choice. You just need to make a male female connection. Okay, so that's your choice. But I wanted to use the Honda original one. That's why this one which came with my wiring, I shifted from here to there. Okay, so and from other end I bought it from the junkyard. Okay, so this is this removable connection is I did not make it permanent because I wanted to show you guys how these look. Okay, so you don't get confused. And you can make a permanent connection. You can make a long wire all the way here and make your own choice of the terminal. For example, this one. Okay, this nice one just goes over here, or this one, this is slightly smaller, but still it's going nicely over here. So you can make your own wire which is starting, but that will not have that plastic covering. This is very good tucked Honda wiring, because you see there is radiator heat, all the fans are pushing heat over here. Okay, so it's good to have this Honda original plastic covering. And where this wire is going, there is a CRZ or Honda Fit 124 plug. Okay,
this plug is also called C124 plug. Okay, and this is the one we will be talking about, the one number that will join with this wire. Okay, that wire will connect in this grip. Okay, this will look like this female grip. This is the chassis grip of your original Honda Fit or Honda CRZ wiring. Okay, so on behind this will look like this. We need to attach that with this green wire, or this can be any color. So this is very distinguishable. This is the only thick wire in this grip. Okay, if you turn it behind. Okay, so this is, you can see this is easily distinguished. This is alone. Okay, all these are in rows, and this is alone thick wire. And here you can see the connection I made. This one is my wire and making this connection. Okay, and in CRZ this looks like a brown wire, but color does not matter. Okay, another view, this is where this is, you can see the electric tape, and this is my connection, and this is what I showed you, that male female connections. Okay,
and then that will go inside. And here there are two methods how you will do the wiring of your starter. Okay, either you want to keep your feature, because when we depress the CRZ clutch pedal, then the car starts. Okay, if you don't push the clutch pedal, the car won't start. So if you want to keep that feature, then I will tell you how to do that. But I strongly recommend that you delete that feature, because the K series engines are not meant to be started like the clutch depressed. What happens is, when you depress the clutch, the pressure plate pushes pressure over flywheel, and then that is attached to your crank. So what happens is when pressure is applied, engine is cold, the oil is not circulated through all the engine. So what happens is when you push it, the crank is slightly pushed toward the other side, but there are two thrust washers which are on each side of the crank to hold it, to avoid it moving like that. But what happens is when you start the car cold or after some time when there is no oil, okay, then there is metal on metal contact. So when you will push it, the thrust washer will fade away slowly. So with time your crank will move this way and your engine will be destroyed with maybe 1 year use, or maybe it depends. So just delete that feature and I will tell you how to delete that feature. Okay, so now I will go inside and show where that wire is going. The color does not matter. This was the brown in my CRZ, and on my Honda Fit this was green color. So we will trace that wire inside and let's see where that wire is going. To access the other end of the wire, if you have a keyless entry, then just remove this thing. Okay, then you will have two teeny screws there. Okay, 1 and 2, these teeny beeny. Okay, then this whole thing will come out. Okay, then if you have normal key, then this is how your ignition switch will look like. And then to remove this cover under steering, you have just these 3 nuts holding that 1 2 3. Okay, and just with wiggling of some and push the steering upward and backward. Okay, so it is all the way pushed backward, then this cover will be easily removed. Okay, with some wiggling of course, because this hand. Okay, so now this put it here, and this cover was just behind that. Okay, so just remove it, very easy, nothing holding it, just the these. Okay, so to check that wire is usually coming in here. Okay, but from the fuse box. Okay, I will show you how. So the color doesn't matter, it can be pink, it can be green, but usually that is located over here, that wire. Okay, not in the above row, just below the first one on the down row. Okay, that is the wire on the down row, first one. So this wire you can check it out with your tester. Okay, these have advantage, these pointed one. Okay, just apply one crocodile clamp over here, and then this pointed end will just can go inside the wire. Okay, and then you will turn the ignition on and this wire will have ignition. Okay, switch 12 volt. So if we trace that wire all the way through here, and that wire is going in the fuse box. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, let me fix my torch somewhere. Okay, so that wire was going in here into the fuse box, and there you can see that pink wire. These are the wires, this grip and this grip. This had orange wire in it, which was coming from here. This orange wire from here going here. This grip was here, if you can see, it was here. Here my middle finger is here. This is the wire which will be coming from outside. Okay, in your cabin. So you just need to join these wires together. Okay. That will bypass your clutch depression switch and the car will start just fine. So I hope you understand this. Very simple. Just open this plastic cover, trace this wire to your fuse box, behind the fuse box, extract that grip and trace the other wire from outside inside, join these wire together. Okay, that will cover your starter.
Okay, so those of you who don't want to bypass that mechanism and want to keep that mechanism, which when you press the clutch pedal and then the car starts, then this is for them. Okay, they have to extract this wire from ECUA plug at position 12. Okay, so this is the CRZ pin out, this is the position 12 wire. Okay, here it will be. And what is that? The light green wire. Okay, this is the starter cut relay. So they will take out this wire, and this is the diagram of the C124 plug. So this is position 1, then 2 and 3. So we need the third wire. This is red color, but this is red color when you see it from the engine side, and on the grip side this is the blue color. Color doesn't matter, but number should be correct. Okay, I will show you what I'm talking about. So this is the grip on one side, and on the other side, look at that, this is number 1. Okay, and this is upper row second wire. So in Honda Fit the color is, I think, brownish. Okay, so another thing, look at that, this is Honda Fit. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, so this is Ferozi color wire. So you just need to extract this wire from here and join it to the light green 12 or whatever color, the 12 position wire of that grip. Okay, on the engine side, if you see what Hasport is talking about, Hasport talks about a red wire. Okay, as you if you see the instruction, he says remove the red wire from C124. I was so confused because the color was not matching, the position was not matching. Then I emailed him, and he told me that if you look it from the engine side, okay, this grip has male and female. Okay, so this is the male end and other is female end. So if you look at that, then this is the red wire, this is 1, this is upper one, this is red wire. And if you look at the other end of this grip, then that color is different. So that does not matter as long. This is, you see, this is the engine. Okay, this is the mount. This after he emailed me, I went to my engine and saw here this grip is hidden. Okay, in which he was talking about Hasport. He should have told the people about this grip, because once the engine is out, this grip is hidden inside the engine. Okay, to extract this grip, look at that, you have to remove this plastic with screwdriver. Okay, this grip, this, look at those mounts. Okay, and so this is grip here, he is talking about the red wire. Okay, so that position matters. Okay, this is 1, 2 and 3rd, this is upper row second, 3rd, this is the wire we are talking about, and this is from behind, he is talking about, this is the engine. And look at that, 1 is here, and this is upper row second and 3rd. Okay, the opposite colors are different. So but I strongly recommend you don't use this type of wiring mechanism. And if you are using an automatic transmission, then what you will do, you have to trace a wire which is coming off from the clutch pedal's position switch. If you see there are there is a position switch on the clutch pedal, then you have to trace that wire. But I have not done method, I have not done these methods, because I am strongly against this method. These will put enormous pressure on your thrust washer. So I just prefer my method, which I told you, trace the wire from outside and then join them together. Okay.
Another thing here is the knock sensor. I will discuss that wiring when we do the sensor wiring. And another thing here is the AC compressor. That does not need much of a change, and that's just these will bolt on in your wiring which came with your harness. Okay. And sometimes this grip of the CRZ is different, so that's no biggie, you can swap the grips. Okay, I will tell you how to extract the wire from the grips. Okay, and another thing you note here is that this direction of this pipe is upward. Okay, so as I told you earlier videos, if I bring it to the low radiator hole, which will be right here. Okay, so this is the low radiator hole, and look at how much kink it gets. Okay, so that's the reason why my Honda Fit was getting warm, because there was no coolant flow, all the coolant was kinking over here. So that's why I emphasize you buy this K-tuned or this copy China one, AliExpress or eBay one, which can change its direction. So now look at that, its direction is directly going downward, and how easy it is. Okay, just a loose S shape. Okay, and this is so relaxed. Okay, so that's another point. Small thing, there is another wire which this clip is bolt on, but there is another wire which we will trace, which is going through this wire and onto comes with this wire. Okay, so we will discuss that when we do this grip wiring. Okay, this main grip wiring. So this covers our wiring of the starter, AC compressor and alternator. And let's move to sensor wiring and then to the main wiring. Okay, so kindly like the video, share and subscribe, and people don't know this build exists, and now I am covering every aspect of the wiring, and I hope I am not making it difficult for you people.